Well, that game was gross. We should have probably lost that by about 30 instead of just 5-1. We weren't crisp in any aspect. The middle infield had a lot of failures to communicate, and that's where it went really wonky in the fourth. Couldn't really get the big hit off Wheeler either. We had some chances, second and third, 2 outs in the first. Really good approach by Dansby, just trying to shoot that gap. That hole that we always want him to shoot at. And it was the first pitch, but I remind you, Freddie and Riley swung at the first pitch, and those were good results. Good plan, just didn't work. So got out of that jam. We really couldn't get anything against Wheeler with less than 2 outs, and that's really struggle against a guy that is that good. So one opportunity missed, and then in the first, Max Fried was like a uh, explorer lost in the forest without a compass. It was really, really bad. He grinded his arse off tonight in the first after giving up a 2-0 bomb to JT Realmuto. He was behind all night long, and you can't live like that with this potent Philly offense in that bandbox of a ballpark. But somehow he was able to first and second after McCutcheon soft single, Harper walk, and then Reese Hoskins got a hanging slider, thought he hit it into the trees, and somehow that stayed in the ballpark. Really nice catch by Heredia, and then Alec Bohm, who still hasn't touched home, swung on 3-0, got really antsy, ground out there, so he got away with some big things in the first. Should have been 4-0. It was only 1-0, and then we were able to tie it in the third with Ozzie Albies extra base hit machine. He was fine at the plate, a little off defensively, jet lag. I don't know, just a bad night defensively. But a double, and then MVP free, doing MVP free things. He's on a different planet, time zone, something. He's on fire. He might start getting Barry Bonds treatment. I hope that doesn't happen. But RBI single there. Still hasn't swung and missed in 31 plate appearances. Just absolutely insane right now. So 1-1. And then in the fourth, that's when things started getting really wonky and weird. A ground ball by Alec Bohm that literally had eyes, and communications were crossed by Ozzie and Dansby. They were both trying for the ball. It should have been the shortstop's ball, and the ball never came up for Dansby, so leadoff single there. A ground out by Ronald Torres, and Ozzie's footwork got weird, even though I don't think we would have been able to get the double play there. So, ground out there. And then, unfortunately, a walk, 3-2, curveball to Luke Williams, nowhere close. And that's what's going to anger him the most. So first and second, 1 out, he was able to get Zach Wheeler. And then Braves killer Gene Segura, literally Vladimir Guerrero the ball that was about to hit the dirt. And I don't know how hand-eye coordination-wise he was able to hit that, keep it fair for a double, hit the bag. Really, really unlucky. A great pitch by Max Fried, and that's kind of a microcosm of our season. One pitch to get out of a really bad jam, and we couldn't do it. If that ground ball was caught in the to begin the inning, we don't have to worry about Gene Segura. But I'm still saying, don't let Gene Segura beat you the rest of this season and the rest of this series. So that was super, super unlucky. 3-1. And then in the fifth, we had, with 2 outs, of course, Max Fried walked with 1 out. Ozzie singled. Freddie was walked, and Riley, bases loaded, 2 outs. A really good pitch by Wheeler, inside fastball, ground out. Couldn't do anything, so opportunity missed. And then in the fifth, some more defensive issues after a leadoff single by Harper, a stolen base, a productive ground out by Andrew McCutcheon, soft contact, bad luck for Max. And then they had the double steal on him, and Freddie for some reason um, didn't look Harper back to third, threw a wild one to Ozzie, and he didn't make a great throw home. Didn't have a chance, so they kind of gifted one there, 4-1, and then Sean Newcomb came in, leadoff walk, 2-out double to Reese Hoskins, 5-1. We got a single by Dansby, leadoff single in the eighth, a 12-pitch double by Stephen Vogt, first and third, 2 outs, but we couldn't do anything. So a lot of missed opportunities, but a lot of 2-out rally magic, and that's hard to do sometimes to keep relying on 2-out hits. And then in the ninth, we got a walk from Arcia, but nothing else. It was just a really ugly, not good game in any aspect except Freddie Freeman doing his thing. It was just gross. But as always, go Braves. We just got to bounce back tomorrow. And against Zach Wheeler, who was amazing again, you've got to be 100% on your game, and we weren't. But as always, go Braves.